Times when life doesn't feel right. I have a lot of moments in life when things doesn't feel right, bro. When I do this, bro, and people complaining about me, bro, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Yeah, bro, that's me, bro. I'm gonna be facts. Okay, I'm not rainbow and sunshine. Okay, everybody shows the good thing, but they don't show the bad things. He might mention a lot of things that I have right now, even though
We can all agree that one of the most surreal moments or days you can experience is the last day of school. It could be your last day of a certain grade, or even the last day of middle school or high school, which I think are probably the most significant. Cause it's like, the moment your alarm goes off for the last day of school and you wake up, you just feel a sense of peace and a low-key a bit of sadness as well. Because leading up to that last day, that's when I feel like everyone starts to open up more and talk to each other. Because it's gonna be a long time until you guys see each other.
Yeah, the end of middle school, forever, in the end of high school. Yo, I remember the end of high school for me, bro. I was very happy, but my thing died, bro. Yo, I remember at the end of my high school, bro. Okay, I was very happy finally, but at the same time, bro, it was very sad. I don't usually think about it a lot, but I was very sad because my friends are gonna go away, in college or whatever in their life. As time goes on, we connected and everything, but now we don't talk anymore, bro. That's really sad, bro. With no friends right now.
Again. And if you're moving school or graduating, you're probably not going to see them again in your whole entire life. On the bus ride, walk, or drive on the way to school, you think about all the things you've went through to get here. Studying for tests, the sports games, the drama, and you come to a realization that all of that ends today. You pull up to school and it feels a bit quieter than normal. It could be because more people are skipping class since you don't really do a lot of work on the last day anyways. And for the people that did pull up to school, it might not be that they're not as excited or happy. It's because everyone knows this is one of those rare moments that happen once a year or the last time in your entire life.
Yo, I remember one day, right? I was walking outside. I was like, man, I miss my best friend, bro. This is like 1 year after college or 2 years, I don't know. Anyway, I texted my friend, bro. I got no reply, bro. It's been like 5 hours. I didn't get no reply. Like, bro, at that moment, bro, all my friends are gone, bro. And then one that I reply was my best friend, of course, the one that I text.
Life if you're graduating, and everyone's just soaking it in. As you sit in your final classes,
life is so
you
crazy,
think about
bro.
all the times you complained about school and how it's the worst possible experience anyone can go through. But in that moment, you start to feel like maybe it wasn't that bad. Because in the next year, you're either gonna have to study more to keep up with the next grade's content, go to university or college, find a job, or take a gap year. And all of that just seems like more work and responsibility. And it makes you realize how good you've had it this year, and that maybe you shouldn't have took it all for granted. Once recess or lunchtime rolls around, that's when people have their last ever meal at school. The last ever group discussion on which teacher was the baddest. Last ever sports game. Oh, bruh. The last football or basketball game on the last day of school, that shit feels like the World Cup or even the NBA Finals, bro. When you play,
I know what you're talking about.
No one's trying insanely hard, but at the same time, they are still trying to win. Like, of course, there's gonna be that one guy that's gonna sweat their ass off to impress the huzz on the last day, but for the most part, everyone's just having fun.
Yo, I'm not lying, bro. I remember in this internship, bro, okay? YMCA. Anyway, bro, I played basketball, bro. Yo, 5 times in a row, bro, I scored in the same place, bro. I feel like Bill Nye the Science Guy. Because how on earth did I do that, bro? I was all the way back over there, and the hoop is all the way over there, bro. Yo, I came, pop, 1, everybody cheer me up. 2, come again, pop, shoot it again. I'm like, how am I get lucky? 3, pop, shoot it again in the same place. 4, pop, 5, pop. Nah, bro, I feel like I was the champion. Okay, and then everything stopped. Everybody was cheering me up. I'm like, bro, how did I do this? Am I Bill Nye but black?
And when the bell finally rings, everyone daps each other up, saying GG's, and we all walk back to class, breathing heavy, drenched in sweat for the very last time. The last couple classes before the end of the day feel the heaviest in my opinion. And at the same time, they're also the most chill and quiet classes of the day. Instead of doing work, everyone would either be chilling on their phones, playing cool math games, or just talking with each other. And that feeling you felt earlier when you woke up, that feeling of being sad, excited, scared, and being at peace at the same time, now, that feeling is 10 times stronger. When the final bell for the final period goes off, everyone leaves class, and you start dapping up about—
Nah, this video is so sad though. I don't know if it's the soundtrack or thing. Yo, it's the thing he's saying though. The thing he's saying plus the soundtrack is it make it sad, bro. You giving me flashbacks, bro.
Bunch of people you will
It's
probably
like
never see again, and teachers give out their last bits of advice and say their goodbyes. As you walk from the classroom to the hallway and towards the entrance of the school about to leave, you realize that at the end, it wasn't that bad. And it's finally time for summer break, where you can game, goon, eat, sleep, and repeat. I'm joking, bro. You gotta be productive, you feel me? Maybe you can start working at McTortas and stack your bread over the summer. Let's move on to the next one, bruh. It's one of the more nostalgic ones for sure. Real ones know when you stayed up late at night when you were younger, watching a movie or a cartoon. You fall asleep on the couch, but when you wake up, it seems like you magically teleported into your room.
Oh, yo, I have this, bro. I remember. Yo, when I was sleeping in my dad's car, bro. Okay, I remember I woke up in the bed, bro. I'm like, how did I get in here? Life is so crazy, bro. Okay, my mind was opening up. I was brainstorming, bro. Yo, I gotta do this math. How did I get in here? Like, yo, you know how when you sleep, right? You know how when you're in like in this place, and then when you're sleeping, right? And when you wake up in that gap with no dreams, it feels like I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's like you didn't sleep at all. It's like you teleported, like that, snap. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not crazy. Okay, like if y'all know what I'm talking about, bro, put it in the comments or whatever. I don't know how do you call it in English, bro. Sometimes there's feelings that you cannot explain, okay?
When this happened to me, I deadass never questioned it at all for the first couple times it happened. But when I got older, maybe when I was like 6 or 7, that's when I thought, yo, let's get to the bottom of this. This one time, I think I was watching an NBA game on the TV with my parents. I was lying down on the couch just watching the game. But when the game was about to
Nah, they're gonna call you lazy, okay?
end, I closed my eyes and pretended that I was asleep. And eventually, my dad picked me up and brought me back to my bedroom. And that's how I found it out, bruh. But now that I'm older, the day before the first day of school, I feel like most of us would be pretty hyped, but also a bit scared as well. Cause you're gonna be put into random classes, and if you get bad RNG, I
feel like you would be hyped in the first day of school if it's the same school, like high school. Like, you know how when you're in the 9th grade, and then like during those journey, you have friends. But now you're gonna come back to 10th grade. But at that moment you're gonna feel hype like 11 or 12. But then like if it's 12 high school and then to college, I feel like you're gonna feel nervous, but not too.
Might end up in a class where you got no friends and know absolutely no one. And if you do something embarrassing or make a bad first impression, it might be cooked for you for the rest of the school year. So to try to prevent this from happening, you reach into your closet or drawers to craft the cleanest fit possible, and lay out all the clothes on a chair or a small table. So when you wake up tomorrow, you can suit up and approach the first day of school with confidence.
Yo, this was me, bro. I bought a jacket. It's not the first day of school, but like I bought this jacket, bro. It's so cold. With this jean, okay, I wear them. I thought I was gonna get all the girls, but bro, the only thing I got cheered from is my friends. I got no girls. Hey, I was trying to impress the girls, but hey, I learned my lesson, okay? You want the girls to.
And to spice up the moment a little bit more, this would not only be the first day at any ordinary or familiar school, but the first day at a new school, a high school, where you barely know anyone. On the first day, you walk into a gym or a hall with a bunch of chairs. You take a seat, and you hear the principal's voice echo across the building through the shitty school microphone, speaking about all the boring introduction stuff now that you're in a new school. After the principal's speech, you gotta wait a couple minutes before you get sent off into your actual classes. You look to your right, and you see a guy wearing a very similar fit to yours. The same shirt and shoes specifically.
And you're gonna become friends with them.
You say what's up and introduce yourself. And from that moment onwards, you just created a friend, a homie that will be the only person that will not switch up on you from this very day. And I forgot to mention, you're both wearing blue shirts. And you know what else is blue? Water. Where can you find what? Bro, what the fuck am I doing with this creative transition bullshit? The next one is gonna be about eating after swimming, bro.
Hey,
let's get it. You crawl yourself out of a swimming pool like
eating. Oh my god, yo, if you're eating inside the pool, you need help. You know how cold is your body is, and then you eating during the pool. For you rich people out there, if you're eating inside the pool, bro, of course you have like little table floating. You need help. I don't care. This feels good though.
a wet sardine. The essence of chlorine and piss lingers in your tongue and throat. Pause. And you're fiending for some type of liquid or food to satiate yourself. At this point, you could literally eat anything just as long as it's somewhat edible. And that shit finna taste like a 5-star meal. The moment you take
yo, I have this feeling, bro. many times, bro. You get out of the pool, bro. Okay, you eat, bro. It feels like you have never ate as a human being, bro. It feels like you have never ate. This is your first meal ever on earth. That's how it feels, bro.
The first bite out of a bland sandwich or scoff down a handful of chips. You could have
Yeah.
sworn that the food was cooked by Gordon Ramsay himself, because this was hitting way harder than normal. And from there, you wash it down with some water and it feels great.
Why did
Yeah,
he
that's
go
all
for
I
water
got,
like
bro.
that?
Let me know if I missed anything. Peace.
Nah, bro. That was very sad, bro. Okay, the first when you graduate, okay, and then like your friends are going, and then you're separate. Nah, bro, that's very sad, bro. Any good moment in life, bro? I don't know, bro. I could give you whatever I heard in this video about the internship thing that I did when I was shooting the ball. Yo, I feel like Einstein, bro. I feel like Einstein. I don't know, maybe God was like, wait, your life is like kind of sad. What if I made it better? And if that's true, then yeah, you know, my life was better because everybody was cheering me, man. I feel like LeBron James, King James, you know what I'm saying? I don't watch basketball, right? By the way, you know. YouTube, if you're watching this, please subscribe, okay? I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm out. Peace.